Hello, everyone. And today I want to share with you a startup template that I have created several years ago in Notion. And I think that this template it will be great for anybody interested to create a startup and doesn't know how to organize all that content, right? I will share my screen, okay? And this is the link of my template in Notion. I will put this link on the description of the YouTube video so you can click and duplicate this template. So let's let's start with this. This is a template that I have created a long time ago, and basically it's used by I use it in all my personal projects, and it's very useful to organize all the things that you should do or think in a startup. So I wanted to share it with the world, and if anybody wants it, he can duplicate it. It has one, two, three, four, five, six sections, and this link is just, I will delete this link. It's just a some UX UI case study that I like. So let's start with the first section, the roadmap. I have this here a very cool description about the status and what it's mean each status. Very cool. And if you go to the backlog section, you will have the epics. These are the epics, and are the tasks for each epic. This is organized. The way it's organized is the way I like to organize my ideas in my head. For example, when you're starting a project, you need to generate an idea. So in order to generate an idea, you can go here and complete all these tasks. Uh, After you have the idea, you need to go to who is your customer, and this is the task that you need to do. After that, the initial strategy, create a team, plan MVP, user journey, and whatever, and until you land for all of these epics. For that reason, has an X there because you can work or work on these epics in any order you want. But the previous one, this is the order that I am suggesting. If you see, I don't have the numbers 7, 8 because on the meantime was working, I was moving and organizing this. But you can change the order if you want. And in each of these tasks, I have added some description in order to make it easier to work with. For example, before that, this is the backlog. This is where you see all the projects. Later, you can see any of these by this option, for example, by status, all the tasks that you are working, approving, progress complete, by Epic, for example, complete. And timeline by timeline, you can see all the timelines. Very cool. The new feature of Notion, all the tasks here. You see all the tasks, the priority that you are assigned, and the sprint. If you're using a sprint, you can use this option and who is in charge of that. For example, let's use the first section in the Epic general idea. Let's go to understanding the problem. You see, I have a very cool description about what you sell, and I have a very cool question that you need to answer in order to create your idea and define job statement, prioritize opportunity. This is very cool. Try to call to some potential customer, and I have a lot of questions about that. What are the big problem? How long it has been problem? Whatever. So this is a very cool question that you need to. If you answer all these questions, you will have a very a much better idea about your project. And this is just the first one. And later you can, who are your customer, for example, you can open here. And it's the same. I have all these things that you can use. So each task has a very brief description of what you need to do and what question you need to answer. Okay. And after that, I have a starter link, starter template link starter. This is a very cool technique, so you can use this part and also to fill all the section of the link starter canvas. And here I have the link of all the videos in order to teach you how to fill all of that. Additionally, let's move to context canvas. This is something that I think is very cool. I have all the description about how to fill it. Advice and resources. This is something that I have been gathering for all this time. Tweets, for example, ideas, how to interact, presentation, experiment, all these that are things that I feel is very useful. Resource link about go to market, all of this is based on the start. Also video that mostly are from YC that are very cool. Hypothesis validation. Okay, for every idea that you have in your product, every idea in your project is a hypothesis. So you need to validate that. You don't run to create a feature like a crazy. So in this, for example, you want to create a new one. This is the template. When you create now you have hypothesis, you will have a lot of questions that you need to answer first in order to validate that hypothesis. This is very cool. Um, and product strategy stack. This is, I will put it here at the first because for me this is very important. Is you can organize all your strategy for your product. For example, the vision, the mission, company strategy, product strategy, all of that, and the goals and are how the goals are being completed, started, the culture and the value. It's very cool. And for each one, I have the link, so you can go and right here anything that you want. So this is my template for startup project. And duplicate it and use it like you want.